Hello scrappers and planet lovers, Tin Man here with another video. So today I'm actually going to take you down memory lane. Beside me I have a record player. Unfortunately it doesn't work anymore. Reminds me of when I was a kid, my dad and mom actually had a record system that was taller than I am. It came with a record player, it came with two speakers that were about yay high. This is kind of part one of taking apart this huge stereo system. There are a couple large control boxes that I still need to take apart. So this one I'm just going to focus on this record player. For any of my young audience who have never seen one of these, very simple. You put the record on the table here. The little arm that has a needle would be placed on the record spins, the needle would pick up the lyrics, and lyrics would be coming out of the speaker. So, kind of an interesting thing. I've never taken one of these apart before, but I can see just from looking at it, there's gonna be a couple goodies inside. I can already see if I take off this rubber mesh, which is unfortunately garbage because I can't do anything with it. There is an aluminum turntable here. As well, I can see some brass underneath. So I'm going to take it apart for you right now, show you how to separate the material, where to find the material, and how to maximize your profit. Okay, so unfortunately the plastic protective cover is garbage. I can't do anything with this other than throw it out. I'm going to actually turn this over because I can't actually get to this aluminum plate yet. It is bolted in, but I can tell if I put a magnet to it, it doesn't stick, so it is aluminum. On the back, there are some screws that I need to take out. Okay, so I'm going to do that very quickly. I've already taken out some just to speed up the process. Okay, there are on this turntable couple more screws. The little legs here have screws. In order to divert as much away from the landfill as I can, I'm going to take those screws out and I put them into my steel bucket. But the plywood here, unfortunately, is going to go into the landfill. Okay, the bottom, as you can see, this box is metal. There is a plastic frame around it, but there are a couple of nice circuit boards here and here. There is also right here a nice transformer that's going to have copper in it. And I can already see right here there's some brass right at the top. So I'm going to take this apart, see if I can lift it. Start with the transformer. Okay, I've got to clear out these wires. Transformers, in Canada, there is a category for transformers. And this one here, they're about 10 cents a pound. I do have a video actually on when to take the copper out of the transformer, when it's worth your while. This one, I would take the copper out. It's just surrounded right here by two prongs. And once I get this outer steel case off, these two shields will pop off. So I'm gonna just see if I can just take it out just like this very quickly. It's not heavy, it's not hard to do, I mean. It is a little bit of glue on there, but as you can see, folds off. This is gonna go into my steel pile. I'm gonna just quickly take a hammer. The case is gonna come off. And inside of here, this is going to be steel. These spools are really nice number 2 copper. Okay, and how one of these transformers works is there is a bunch of steel teeth that surround this transformer. And what they do is they'll actually interlock. So one will go this way, one will go this way, and they'll keep going. In order to get the steel off, what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to take a hammer and I'm just going to separate these a little bit. And then I'm just going to use a screwdriver and push them out. Okay, so I'm just going to start it for this video. Put my safety glasses back on. Okay, so the tooth right here is already started, but I exposed already the copper wire right here. Okay, and as I said, in Canada, I can get 10 cents a pound for this. This might be a pound, but number 2 copper in Canada is about $1.60 a pound. And yes, there's not going to be a pound in there yet, but what I do is I grab all this copper, I put it into a bag, and it adds up quickly. One of the teeth I've already started, as you can see, it's starting to come off right now. If I was to take a pair of pliers, some of the teeth actually will come out if I just slide it out. Some of them, because there is a little bit more glue on it, as you can see here, there are a couple little pieces that are going to come out. And again, this is just going to go into my steel pile. All I would do is I would put this into a vise. And I'm going to use a screwdriver and hit the little steel prongs at it. Okay, so all I'm going to do now is I have it in the vise. It's already starting to come out. I'm just going to take my pliers and let science do its work and pull it out. They are my non-cutting pliers. The first one is always the hardest to come out, but once you have that, it is easy sailing. And again, I might have to hit a couple times, which I'm going to do right here, just to get this first one out. Okay, so there it is. There's the tooth. Okay, and now I just go from the other side, and I will do the same thing to pop the other one out. Use a screwdriver, pop it up. There it is. Voila. Okay, so there you go. So there is the steel. I do have a video, as I said already, on separating them. But that's all you're going to do is once you get the first couple, the rest will easily slide out. And again, there is a little bit of glue on the edge. If you just used a hammer and separate those, it comes out easier. But again, I want the nice spools of copper there. Okay, there's also a couple circuit boards, and if I look at these circuit boards, I gotta make sure I hold them out without the screws. There it is. Gotta find the last screw. Oh, there it is. I'm sorry, my glasses are getting fogged up. It is kind of hot in here today. And unfortunately, it's harder to see. But, oh, there's 2 screws, sorry. There's the other one. Okay, so this is a low-grade circuit board. I'm looking at it right now. There really isn't anything on here other than this really small aluminum heatsink. I will take that aluminum heatsink off and put it into my aluminum pile. There is some low-grade wire. This is about 20 cents a pound. I cut all of the wire off and I'll put it into my low-grade wire bag. In Canada, you do want to check around. Some scrap yards will take circuit boards and categorize them into low grade medium grade, high grade, and it depends on what kind of precious metals and what kind of metals are on the circuit board. The scrapyard I take my circuit boards to only put them in one category, so it's not very much money, but it's better than going to the landfill. So that's part of the reason why I will take off all the aluminum and the copper, and sometimes there is silver on there. This one, it does have a silver, I want to say this is a silver oscillator, but I think it is. It has a little bit of silver on it, but I would just throw this on there as is. There's another small circuit board here that I'm going to get out. Okay, again, this one doesn't have really anything on it either. I am going to cut this low-grade wire off. Okay, I want to get to the steel box, however, because this thing is getting me. I'm excited to see what's under this. Get my last bolt out. Okay, so this is the wheel that spins the record. There is a circuit board here. It looks like to be a magnet. But there is also a really nice piece of brass on here as well as here. So I will take this off, and as well underneath there is some glue and some little clips that I do need to take off in order to pull this up. But I am going to take this apart. I think I just got to pop the cap off of this, and I will probably use a grinder if it doesn't slide out to get to the brass. Actually, I'll try it right now to see if I can put a screwdriver under it. When in doubt, I like to hit things, so put it in a vise, see if I can pop this off. And it might just spin on me. That works better. A little bit of muscle power. Okay, so there is some brass on here. What I will do is I'll just actually take an angle grinder if it doesn't come off and split it. That way it'll come off in two pieces. This will be metal. Now this, as I said, is a magnet. So I'm a teacher, so I can just use this at school. It's a nice heavy duty one. And again, nice brass fitting here. I have a low grade circuit board and a nice piece of steel. Some more, this is a nice hunk of steel. Okay, and I'm looking around. Curious as what's in this. I think it's an outlet. It might have a silver contact in it, but the rest of this is steel. Now the aluminum plate has come off. This is actually a pretty nice weight. In Canada, clean aluminum like this goes for about 40 cents a pound. This is about 2.5 pounds. So this is a really nice aluminum plate. I know someone might use this for a pie plate, but this is going to go into my clean aluminum pile. The arm underneath, as we saw earlier, does have a nice hunk of brass on it right here. That's a nice brass fitting. It's got a couple screws that I need to take out. Unfortunately, sometimes I thought this might be brass. Easy way to look is if I took a file and I scratched it. If it was gold colored underneath, it would be brass. So unfortunately, as you can see there, that is not a gold color. So this is probably going to be stainless steel, which is still okay because stainless steel goes for about 40 cents a pound. It's not very heavy. It's not, it is going to be dirty. If I can take this plastic off, I'm going to try that. I might just cut here and cut there just to get this little arm here. But this is going to be stainless steel. And other than that, unfortunately, this shell is all plastic. So this is going to go into the landfill. Okay, and again, there are a couple little pieces of steel that I am going to clear off here. But all in all, a couple nice circuit boards, a couple nice steel panels. I am going to take this out right now because I am curious. Just hit it with a hammer. I was right. Okay, so I just opened the box and I have right here these little dots are silver contacts. So there's one and the other one is just a small one right there. So two silver contacts that are in the little black box there. A lot of times you'll find black boxes on electronics. They'll come like this. Okay, that's kind of the reason why I thought it might be a silver contact. Okay, so there is some silver. There is some nice brass. There is a really nice aluminum plate. There's also, the most obvious thing that people take is the electrical cord. Okay, so the cord that plugs into the wall. In Canada, these go for about $1 a pound. This isn't a pound, it's close. There's also on the end 2 coated brass prongs. Some people leave these on for the weight, some people take them off and put them into their coated brass bucket. I haven't really seen a difference in price. I do separate them, but a nice appliance cord as well. The other one that connects to the speaker, this is also an appliance cord. It's got nice copper inside as well. So I put these all into my appliance cables. And again, unfortunately, other than the plastic frame, the wood, and the plastic here, the rest of it is scrappable. Okay, again, a nice transformer with some nice copper, the steel, the brass, the silver. So a lot of nice goodies inside. And another appliance or electronic diverted from the landfill. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment down below, like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video. Tin Man out.